Is Pogačar, UAE's dominance, ruining pro cycling? Tour de France analysis. Imagine a world where one team dominates the sport of cycling, leaving all others in their dust. Welcome to the reality of professional cycling, where Tadej Pogačar and his UAE team are rewriting the rules of the game. As the defending Tour de France champion, Pogačar is on track to win his fourth career overall title, and his team has already won almost a third of the available stages. But is this level of dominance good for the sport? The answer is not a simple one. On one hand, Pogačar's incredible talent and dedication are an inspiration to fans and aspiring cyclists alike. On the other hand, the lack of competition and suspense can make the sport less exciting for viewers, and the financial strain on smaller teams can be crippling. The costs of winning a Grand Tour are staggering, with top teams like UAE and Ineos spending tens of millions of dollars on talent, equipment, and support staff. This has created a situation where only a handful of teams can compete at the highest level, leaving the rest to fight for scraps. But here's where it gets controversial. Is the dominance of a few superstars like Pogačar and his UAE team a natural evolution of the sport? Or is it a sign of a deeper problem? Some argue that the sport is simply going through a period of exceptional talent, similar to the era of tennis greats like Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. Others claim that the financial and structural issues in professional cycling are to blame, and that the sport needs to find a way to level the playing field and create more competition. And this is the part most people miss: the impact of this dominance on the sport's viewership and revenue streams. Early figures for TV viewership of the Tour de France show a decline across most markets, with some countries experiencing drops of up to 30%. This is a worrying trend for the sport, as it relies heavily on sponsorship and advertising revenue to survive. The reasons behind this decline are complex, but it's likely that the lack of competition and suspense are major factors. So, what can be done to address this issue? One possible solution is to introduce reforms that promote more competition and equality among teams. This could include measures like salary caps, revenue sharing, and increased support for smaller teams. Another approach is to focus on developing the sport's grassroots and creating more opportunities for young riders to develop their skills. Whatever the solution, it's clear that the sport of cycling needs to find a way to create more competition and excitement for fans, or risk losing its relevance and appeal. The parallels between professional cycling and track athletics are also worth exploring. Both sports face similar challenges in terms of connecting with fans and generating revenue, and both have experienced declines in viewership and participation in recent years. However, there are also opportunities for growth and innovation, particularly in the area of new media and digital platforms. As we remember the passing of legendary cycling journalist Samuel Act, we are reminded of the importance of storytelling and context in bringing the sport to life for fans. Apt's writing and editing helped to introduce cycling to a broader audience, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations of cyclists and journalists. So, what do you think? Is the dominance of a Pogačar and his UAE team good for the sport, or is it a sign of a deeper problem? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Tadej Pogačar's Tour de France fatigue, what it means for cycling. Imagine being one of the world's top cyclists, with numerous accolades under your belt, and yet feeling utterly drained by the very event that's supposed to be the pinnacle of your sport. That's exactly what's happening to Tadej Pogačar, the cycling sensation who's been making waves with his candid admission, "I'm growing tired of the Tour de France." But what could be behind this shocking statement? Is it the grueling physical demands of a competition, the mental strain of being in the spotlight, or something more? To delve deeper into this issue, let's turn to James, a seasoned cycling journalist with a wealth of experience covering the sport. With a background in local and national newspapers, James joined Cycling Weekly as a sub-editor in 2000, when the office was, quite literally, a field. Over the years, he's worked his way up to become a full-time writer, covering news, racing, and features. He's been to some of the biggest events in cycling, including the Classics and the Giro d'Italia, and this year will mark his 7th Tour de France. As a lifelong cyclist and cycling fan, James has a unique perspective on the sport. Though his racing days are behind him, he still rides regularly, both on the road and on gravel. But even with his extensive experience, James might be surprised by Pogačar's candid admission. After all, the Tour de France is often considered the ultimate goal for professional cyclists. So, what could be driving Pogačar's fatigue? One possibility is the sheer physical toll of competing at such a high level. The Tour de France is notorious for its grueling stages, treacherous terrain, and unpredictable weather conditions. Riders must be in top physical condition to even stand a chance, and the pressure to perform can be overwhelming. But is this really the root of Pogačar's dissatisfaction? Or could it be the mental strain of being in the spotlight? As one of the world's top cyclists, Pogačar is under constant scrutiny from fans, sponsors, and the media. Every move he makes is analyzed, every decision questioned. It's a heavy burden to carry. Tadej Pogačar dominates Col de la Loze. Tour de France 2025 Stage 18 Recap. Tour de France leader Tadej Pogačar triumphs on Col de la Loze, banishing the ghosts of 2023. In an impressive display of skill and determination, Tadej Pogačar has taken his third consecutive victory in the Tour de France. After delivering a devastating blow on the Hautacam and keeping his rival Jonas Vingegaard at bay on the Mont Ventoux, Pogačar maintained a firm grip on the yellow jersey during Stage 18's finish on the Col de la Loze. But here's where it gets interesting. Just 2 years ago, this very same location was where Pogačar faltered and lost over 6 minutes to Vingegaard. Fast forward to Stage 18 of the 2025 Tour de France, and the tables have turned dramatically. This incredible turnaround is a testament to Pogačar's resilience and growth as a cyclist. It's a powerful reminder that past failures don't define us, and that with hard work and perseverance, we can overcome even our most daunting challenges. So what do you think? Is Pogačar's victory a result of his own personal growth? Or is there more to the story? Does this win solidify his position as the undisputed leader of the Tour de France? Or will Vingegaard come back swinging? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.